Nice. Hello, everyone. I'm Jeff Morrow, and here with me again are Jen Kitzman and Sam Waller, and we are Slugfest Games. And we are here today to show you something very special that we've been working on for quite some time now. This is a spoiler-free demo of our upcoming dungeon crawl game, Tales from the Red Dragon Inn. Sam, tell us. Yep, there it is. There it is in the place with Tabletop Simulator. Sam, please tell us a little bit about Tales from the Red Dragon Inn. Yeah. So, let's see some. Whoops. So, well, that's interesting. Can you folks hear me? So tell me if you can hear me, because we can hear Sam, but we're talking to Sam via Discord right now.
Testing. Okay, there I am. God dang. Today.
So that's good. Okay, so now can chat? Can you hear Sam? Sam, say something.
I am saying words. According to OBS, they can hear me.
Okay, so if you can hear Sam, please say we can hear Sam in the chat.
Sam is good. Well, thank you.
Sam is good. Okay. Sam is great. Okay, Sam, now that you've had a practice run of explaining Tales from the Red Dragon Inn, please explain Tales from the Red Dragon Inn.
The Red Dragon Inn, it's got a whole bunch of adventurers in it, right? So let's go on an adventure. In the Tales of the Red Dragon Inn, you'll get to play as some of our adventurers from the Red Dragon Inn, doing their big darn hero stuff of saving the day. In this case, we're going to go rescue our beloved Dragon's Breath Ale that's been absconded with by banditos. So we got to go beat up some bandits, specifically trolls and goblins, and then get our booze on.
So this the game, as you can see, it's sort of a hex-based dungeon crawly board game. As Sam mentioned when he was muted, it is a campaign. It's going to be multiple stories. You level up from story to story at various points in the campaign. It is what we're calling light legacies, reversible legacy. So there is a campaign, you're getting stronger over time, but there's no stickers on cards or anything like that. And if you want to, you could even rewind fairly easily to go back and play a scenario over again if you want. So it's legacy-ish, but we call it legacy light. Yes. Sam, give us a little more of the story on this one, because one of the things we're trying to do in this game is have it be very story driven. The stories for all of these scenarios already exist. They were written by Jeff Batone, who's one of the original designers of the Red Dragon Inn, and who has gone on to a different job now, but it helps us out from time to time with things like stories. So those stories all already exist, and they're great. But Sam, please tell us the backstory of this scenario we're about to play.
So the backstory, I'm just going to go over to my scenario book, open on the other monitor that is not visible to you fine folks on the stream, because it's just a bunch of words. All right, so Wrench, our little kobold friend, was ecstatic about his glorious new invention, the beer goat, which is this guy right here. And that should be zoomed up. A stalwart automaton that could haul all manner of goods, especially ale and spirits. Unfortunately, the Gizmo has not returned from its maiden voyage, and Warthorn is fuming over the lost shipment of Dragon's Breath Ale and holy water that the blasted contraption was carrying. So our band of heroes have come to the aid of our favorite kobold and pledged to rescue his automaton and Warthorn shipment, and find themselves crouched in some bushes looking at a tavern hidden out in the wilderness. That would be this tavern right here. Oh, there you go.
Tavern out in the woods.
Tavern
not the Red Dragon Inn.
Woods.
Just a little drinking hole out in the woods somewhere.
Little shady drinking hole.
Yeah, I love that the beer goat's little chin whiskers are actually hooks that you can hang more beer on.
Yes, I mean that is a key design feature.
Mm-hmm.
Art by Aaron Wong.
All right.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, go ahead. Is there more story? Yeah, go. Sorry, I thought you were finished.
And find themselves crouching in some bushes looking at a tavern hidden out in the wilderness. Well, most of them are. Gurky is instead sitting atop one of the crumpled forms of the lone watchman that was posted to keep eye out for adventurers like us. The lookout groans quietly as Gurky waves over to his companions. Zot lifts his bushy eyebrows in disbelief. Just one lookout? The sound of laughter and clattering dishes are heard within the tavern. I know, right? Favors Gurky with a wicked smile as he hops up from his new bench. Amateurs. Sounds like the party's inside. Shall we? Says Deirdre as she prepares her magic spells. Oh yeah, smiles Fiona as she approaches the heavy door and lifts her ironclad boot. Let's get our ale. And she kicks in the door. That little door right there, and we storm into the hall. And that sets us up for the backroom encounter.
All right. Before we get to how we actually play this game, there's been a couple of questions so far. By the way, Sonic Destroyer just renamed the beer goat the Jin operated automated transport, which God, that's amazing.
High quality. Yeah.
That's pretty good there, Sonic. Frankie Boo asks, will you give a new character for RDI with this game? No.
No.
What else is on here? No, that's all the questions. So far, all the rest of the chat is, yeah, we can hear Sam now, yep. Okay, good. All right, so what you're seeing here, I mentioned it early on, but we've since got some more people in the stream. What you're about to see is a spoiler-free demo. We used it last year at Gen Con. We're going to make copies of this, hopefully to send out to reviewers and such like that. But don't worry, if you see us play this game, you will only know how the game works. You will not know anything about the secret, special, fancy story that's going to be in the actual campaign. So
the rippin' yarn.
Rippin' yarn. There. Good. Who wants to explain how to actually play this game?
Well, we should take some characters.
Okay. Jen, pick a character. So, by the way, to answer the question, this scenario has the 4 original characters from the Red Dragon Inn 1, Fiona, Zot, Deirdre, and Gurky. That's for the demo scenario. The actual game is going to have 6 characters you can choose from. These 4 plus Eve and Gog. The actual game is a 2 to 4 player game. 6 characters all playing on a hex map gets really crowded and gross really fast, and it's actually hard to make a game with any kind of sensible difficulty level with that many players. So the game is going to be rated for 2 to 4. The next question that will come up is, will there be a solo mode? We're investigating that, basically, is the answer to that. So for now, 2 to 4 players, 6 characters that you can choose. The 4 that are here plus Eve and Gog. Jen is going to play.
I'm going to play Deirdre.
Woo. Jeff, who you playing?
Because Deirdre's good.
Great question. I think I want to just beat things up. I'm going to be Fiona.
Excellent. I will take Zot so that I can show off the final mechanic not represented by the other characters.
So
Zot goes right there.
Sam, tell us what these things are that we're pulling out of these boxes right now, and in so doing, you will sort of explain the game and how it
Yes, I
works.
shall. All right, so in front of me, in this wonderful world of electrons, which is technically all of the world, we have Zot's stuff. So this big pog right here, that's my initiative marker, and that's going to be used to randomly determine the order in which we do things in the game. I have a standee for myself, and Zot also has a token for Pookie because Zot controls two characters, both Zot and Pookie. I have a player mat. The player mat has some abilities on it, and you use abilities to do things in the game. You can't. You don't just move X spaces. You use an ability like Teleport Self, which will make me move X spaces, or I can use this ability over here, which we'll get into. In Zot's case, I also have a scheme block for Pookie, because I don't control what Pookie does. Pookie will do things, and I hope that he does the things that are useful for me.
Zot doesn't really control Pookie, per se.
Yeah, we'll go into specific detail about that. And then I've got some ability cards. That's these yellow ones over here, and an item, because you'll be able to choose abilities you want to take with you into the game, as well as equip a loadout of particular items from a shared pool of items.
Hmm.
And thank you for adjusting my health total there.
Health total. So this is a dungeon crawl, right? We're running around a board beating up monsters, basically, is the general gist of the game. We all have a different number of hit points, but if any of us go down, we lose. Now, going down doesn't just mean losing your initial 7 or 9 or whatever hit points.
Correct.
Does it, Jen? Jen, are you still there?
Toot! Yes. So that doesn't mean that Deirdre is out after losing her first 8 hit points, because flip, her character board has her wounded set of abilities and so forth.
Yes.
So you might
What
see
does
if you look
wounded
closely.
mean?
Well, wounded means that this is her last set of hit points. So she'll have a new fortitude total of 6 that she will gate towards. It means that her movement has changed, if you look closely. It also means that she'll assign 4 shield tokens to any combination of heroes.
Yeah, so
I forgot about that ability. That's good.
Yes. Yeah,
Deirdre good.
Each hero has a set of like normal abilities, and then when they become wounded, they usually get an adrenaline boost ability to represent oh no, it's serious business now. Pookie hangs out with Zot because it's convenient. Oh
yeah. Okay, so switching to chat for just a second. Will this go through Kickstarter? Yes. Where's Fleck? Well, to be honest, we just had to make some tough choices because we can't put everybody in this. So, sorry. Let's see. Buffering. Well, that's for chat to answer. Nat Wood, will this game be a DLC on Tabletop Simulator? That is not up to us. That is up to Berserk Games. If they're interested, we'll talk to them. But it's not really up to us. There we go. It just buffered now, and Jen sounds like she's lagging. Yeah, Jen is sounding like she's roboting a little bit to us as well. So the stream lag, if you folks are seeing a lot of stream lag out there, please tell us in the chat. The Jen voice lag may be Jen, because that happens from time to time, especially when we're on both Twitch and Discord. Well, Twitch and Discord and Tabletop Simulator. So, is this a game I can buy with money from the inn? If you're playing RDI for real money with your friends and you win a lot from them, then sure. Where do you put your money? nowhere yet. Don't worry. Just watch our Facebook. We plan to do a lot of spreading the word about this game because we're real excited about it. So, let's see. Sam, do you want to explain more, or should we dive right in?
Yeah, we should just dive right in.
Great.
We're going to start with Fiona. So in this particular scenario, we get something called a surprise round, where all the heroes get to do stuff first. Given that it's a demo, it teaches you how to play the game as you play the game. So Fiona goes first because she has more straightforward, move and punch the thing until it stops punching back.
Yeah.
You'll notice some of her stuff here. Her item doesn't actually give her an additional ability. It instead gives her a whole bunch of damage tokens, and you can discard these to increase your damage after you roll damage. At the start of the round, well, we skip that start of the round stuff. We go straight to combat. The first thing that happens, even in the surprise round, is Wrench's Beer Goat always goes first. So this setup over here is going to be different depending on the scenario and depending on what objectives there are.
Sam, scroll to your left a little bit. Some of that stat block is getting cut off.
Gotta look over there. So Wrench's Beer Goat goes first. So we go over to Wrench's Beer Goat, and I get to show you what a scheme is. So all NPCs have schemes. Wrench's Beer Goat, it leaps, it bounds, it spills Dragon's Breath Ale. It's going to leap 3 on the yellow escape route. If Wrench's Beer Goat ends this move on a figure, place the figure on a space adjacent to this figure. Our choice. Then it's going to leave a fire trap in each space moved through. Fire traps placed on figures in this way trigger and deal damage to those figures. And then it has a special ability down here reminding us that it is a heroic ally. So Wrench's Beer Goat, this guy right here, is going to go 1, 2, 3.
2, 3.
Leap means that it just ignores the intervening spaces. And it drops fire 1. Oh, copy, paste. Also, I should probably make these slightly smaller.
And they fit a little better.
All right, doot. And you'll notice that one was dropped right on top of this guy. And now they glitch.
Tabletop Simulator goes crazy.
Tabletop Simulator.
Yes.
Physics.
He's jumping.
Jumping out of the fire.
So that's Bandit number 2. He takes 3 damage from the fire trap. You can tell because there's a happy 3 damage right there on the token itself. And
now the players immediately know that traps cause damage.
Yeah.
It's like you're learning without even realizing it.
All right, and that's Troll 3. There we go. All right.
Now we have set up the board with our monsters and we and the Beer Goat. And normally initiative order is random, except for this round, Fiona goes first. Fiona, so when a player goes, most of the time what you can do on your turn is 2 actions and 1 shenanigan, which is like a minor action. So I'm going to start with this action called a fight. Count me in. So I'm going to move 3. This is me. But I'm actually only going to move 2 because I want to end up right here. I'm going to punch this bandit.
Bandit number 2.
Notice that a fight, count me in, is a it's a melee attack that uses 2 yellow dice. I'm going to get 2 yellow dice here, and that's that. So I'm going to roll these. Oh, also, sorry, I forgot one important step. Notice it says cooldown 3 at the bottom. I need to take and put 3 cooldown markers on this thing. I always try to do that first because otherwise you'll totally forget.
Yes.
So now I roll my 2 dice.
Roll those 2 dice.
Okay, here's what these faces mean. A sword simply means 1 damage. A sword with a burst is a crit that also lets you roll again. A sword with this momentum pool icon means you take your total roll and you count up the number of momentum symbols you have in it. If it's more than the total number of dice currently in the momentum pool, you add a die to the momentum pool.
Woo.
these black dice, the momentum dice, are even better than the yellow ones, and you can add them to whatever attack roll you want, or you can discard them to shield. How much do you shield for that?
Reduce damage by 2.
To reduce damage by 2. I forgot the number. So not only did I do 2 damage to this guy, I actually got a die in the momentum pool. Sadly, 2 damage isn't quite enough because it puts the guy at 1. Oh, right, but I have these things. Do I want to use that? Yeah, I totally want to use that. Totally want to use that. So I'm going to use this damage boost, which I'm allowed to use after my roll, and so that takes down bandit number 2.
Huzzah!
Yay for us. We have successfuli done a thing. So that was all my first action. My second action is going to be... I'm going to have to move. Well, I have a range attack.
You can move them to you.
Yeah, I could pull this guy onto the table, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I am going to shoot...
helpful tooltip over here, where furniture specifically says that intentionally moving costs the extra.
No effect.
Forced movements. Yep.
Great, this is forced movement. I'm going to use this shenanigan here. You think you can go toe-to-toe with You think you can go toe-to-toe with this lady? Bring it on! So it's a shenanigan, range 3, pull 2. Now it's not actually... I'm not actually attacking just yet, but I'm going to put 2 cooldown markers on this thing.
Yep. And
pull this guy here.
Excellent.
And then my second action is simply going to be... I think it's just going to be my basic. So give it some follow-through here on my player mat. Is just a 2-die melee attack. It also does splash damage, but that doesn't matter right now because there are no other enemies next to him to splash to. So I'm just going to give it some follow-through. I'm going to take the yellow dice. Am I taking the momentum die as well?
If you'd like. He does have 16 health.
Yeah, I'm going to take the momentum die as well then. So I'm rolling all of this for my attack, and whoop. And I do 5 damage.
That's not bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have now taken 2 actions and a shenanigan. My turn is over. Excellent. Who's next?
Next, I believe, is Jen or Deirdre. You may notice that Deirdre has a completely different resource besides cooldown tokens with these hypergeneric options. Jen exploded.
We just lost Jen.
Well, I'll help lead along. So in addition to cooldown abilities, there are also charge abilities. So for instance, the Goddess Does Not Hesitate has 3 charges. And that means over the course of the game, if you use this ability, you're going to spend a charge from it. And then if you have no more charges on that ability, you can no longer use it. So she has to manage a diminishing resource, whereas Fiona has to manage a... how would you describe cooldowns in a similar way?
I mean, everybody's played a computer game with cooldowns. Everybody knows what a cooldown is.
It's cooldowns versus ammo.
Yep, basically. So,
yes, characters have an array of abilities that they choose from, and they will choose a certain number of them at the start of the scenario depending on the scenario.
Right, so in the bigger picture, so for this scenario, this is a demo that you've never played before. We hand you some abilities and say, here are your abilities, learn how to play. In the actual game, you're going to have a choice of several abilities, and that set of abilities you can choose from actually grows over the course of the campaign. But you're picking your loadout every session.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Deirdre's gonna spend a charge on the Goddess Does Not Hesitate.
Did your camera explode? Oh, there it is.
Now it did.
You were off for a bit.
Huh.
I mean, we can hear you, so that's fine.
Can you see me?
Yes, now I can.
That's strange. So I could see myself in this call until just now when you started to be able to see me. Discord! All right.
Yeah.
Neat.
So, yeah, the Goddess Does Not Hesitate. I'm going to spend that charge. And I'm going to leap 3. So 1, 2, 3.
You're going for the other guy.
Just get right into it. And then Celestial Wings.
You or one ally up to range 2 gains a shield token.
That's true. And I think
Temporary hit points.
I'm going to give that to Fiona because she's a big risk taker.
Well, then I will be sure to take some good risks.
Yup. Yeah. All right. So let's start resolving Celestial Wings.
All right.
Leap 2. I don't really have a super great option.
Kaze 54, so like a deck builder? Not exactly. In a deck builder, you're changing your deck over the course of a single play session. What I'm talking about is over the course of the entire campaign that you play over, over the course of months with your friends. The cards you get increases over that. But in a single game, you have a fixed loadout.
And maybe I'm not going to Celestial.
Unfortunately,
you know what?
I dragged this guy into the wrong place for you to do Celestial Wings. So sorry for that.
No worries. I'm going to take back that Celestial Wings comment that I made since I don't have to leap to get there. And I'm just going to use Divine Strike twice.
Yeah, that seems good. Who are you targeting?
So I am targeting our Blue Troll friend number 3.
Is Blue Troll friend number 3 going to slowly make his way to burning disco fire?
Yep, he's going to...
2?
Yep, he's going to take
damage
2
from that first roll.
and get pushed 1.
Oh.
Yep.
Troll next to the wizard. What could possibly go wrong?
And I'm going to add a momentum die to the pool.
1 damage and a momentum and a push.
And I'm going to push him into the fire.
Yay! Fire.
So push. The rule about push is you have to move. You can move in not any direction, but in some direction that will move the thing farther away from you by count of hexes. So this guy just moved from 2 steps away to 3 steps away. So that's legal.
Yes. So Deirdre could have pushed the troll to here or to here, but not into me because I'm there, and I'm the wizard. Oh, let's have the dynamic shot. Okay. So there's our setup. Do you have
and Deirdre turn over?
Oh yes, that is correct. Shenanigan, action. All right, Zot will go next, and Zot shows off Pookie. So first thing we do is we roll a die to see what Pookie wants to do. Throw this die in the air, and Pookie needs Zot. So Pookie is going to leap 4 and then teleport Zot to Pookie's space. Pookie starts on Zot's space, so that'll be bad or good depending. All right. So, do I want to start with that? I don't think I want to start with that. How much health does that troll have?
Pookie can act wherever you like in your turn, right?
Correct. So
Pookie I remember that
right now or afterwards, and I think he's going to go afterwards because I'm going to use the old Mage Hand 1/2 right here, which is a 4 ranged attack with 2 targets for 2 dice of damage, and I get to push the guy for 2 spaces, which is very convenient because there happens to be another fire trap right here. So I do that. I count 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, I could get to this guy. You'll notice that I went straight through Deirdre. I just tell her to duck, and it's okay. If he was over here, I would just count 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. So we're not worried about like straight lines and then counting the number of spaces in between the middle of my space and the middle of his space or anything like that. We are literally just counting the number of spaces in between me and them. And you can shoot around corners if you wanted. Because we're all Captain America here.
So,
yes.
Make your move, and then there's a chat question.
All right. Well, I'm going to shoot the troll and the bandit. So that's going to be 2 dice. I'm not going to take the power die. Oh, I didn't get the 2 light.
See, now you're sad.
So I do 2 damage to this guy and 2 damage to the troll, and then my ability says harm. A harm effect is an effect that triggers when it deals damage to a thing. So I successfully dealt damage, therefore I may move the target up to 2 spaces. So troll walks into the fire, and hey, that happens to be the last 2 hit points.
Dead troll.
The troll walks into a bar.
And then he's going to go walk into this fireplace. So figures in the fireplace, this hazardous terrain space, suffer 3 damage when they start their turn in that space. So that'll be happening later. All right, so that is my first ability. My next ability is I'm going to have Pookie resolve Pookie needs Zot. So he's going to leap 4 spaces. Get Zot out of the way. And Pookie's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and put himself right over there and teleport Zot to the other side. So I'm with the group. But on this side of the group.
Yep. You'll see why in a minute.
All of my friends are in the way. And then I remove a click from one of... I remove a cooldown token from one of my character abilities. Like the one I just used. And then did I... Oh, I wasn't smart. I didn't put myself within range 3. So fortunately, I have this other action for my last action. I will not be using a shenanigan. I'm going to meditate, which allows me to remove 2 cooldown markers from one of my abilities. Because, you know, us wizards gotta take a breather every now and then. All right, there was a question for the chat.
Is this going to be miniatures or standees and tokens? So the player characters are going to be minis. Most of the monsters are going to be cardboard standees in a stand. We think some of the like big bosses might also be minis. We don't know yet. We're looking into that. But the player characters are definitely going to be minis, and in fact, we have prototypes of those. Jen, do you happen to have those? Oh, hopefully she got up to get them to show. Good. So the prototypes we actually showed at Gen Con last year. They're not quite right. They're a little thin in some places. They need a little work, but we do actually have them, and we'll now show them to you. I hope that's what you're doing, Jen.
I should just make Jen huge now.
Jen's actually just getting out her dice collection to show everybody now. Yeah. So
Jen is
there's
muted, unfortunately, or at least not.
You're muted.
I am muted. That was
there you go.
That was me muting myself on purpose. I'm also gonna see if I can't get. Here we go.
Good call, moving her to the main area.
An incredible amount of light.
Jen, you are temporarily out of your little box and in front of the board.
How do you? I don't know quite what you mean.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, keep going.
I made your camera huge.
So yeah, we've got a Deirdre. These are hand painted by me, but will not come painted in the box. And I know this is super blurry and not great. I wish I had better. I wish our webcam was so versatile that it could be like, oh yeah, sure, that's fine. Miniatures, I can look at those. I'm good at it. I'm good at this. Here is in all of his goggly beauty.
There's Gog.
And
Sweet.
His giant axe.
So once again, to be clear, they will not be painted in the actual product. There will be, minis that you can paint yourself if you like, but Jen is an awesome mini painter.
Yep, and I really enjoyed doing that for this. So here's Eve.
Eve?
Mm-hmm.
Looking very purple.
Yeah, I think these images are
and dramatic.
On the Facebook page as well.
I never posted this to Facebook, but I've got a Google photo album of the very painstaking process of painting these guys. Although nothing was as painstaking as painting their eyes because they are slightly smaller in scale than they ought to be. So the tiny eyes was just, get the small pointy paintbrush, close your eyes, pray.
So to be fair, like we said, these are not final, but they're pretty good.
Yep. Yeah, they're good. They're a really great start, and I am excited to get these guys back again and do it all over again. Except this time, maybe I can make the eyes look good.
There's Gurky in classic rogue pose, classic rogue. I'm gonna stab you pose.
The swishy cape and the pointy dagger. Here is Fiona, who is all kind of pro.
My favorite
wide
part of
open.
Fiona. Yeah, the wide open stance is actually what I love about that mini because it's like
it's very
she's not hiding behind her shield. That's not her.
And then we also have
Itty bitty
an itty bitty Pookie, which is just a tiny white blur, just like in real life.
Okay, but we apologize for having run-of-the-mill web camera technology. Sorry.
You're lucky to be able to purchase a webcam currently.
It's true.
I will see what I can do about getting the actual, somewhat good images someplace people can see them. Nice. But because they're preliminary, maybe next year when I have the bigger models that I can paint even better.
Sam, okay, Jen is now back in her box. Yeah. That's good. Power
of OBS.
Yeah, no, this is good. This is all good. So I believe we have now finished the surprise round. Is that correct?
Correct. So after all of this, explosions and fire and taking care of business like big darn heroes, it's time to actually have a challenge. So the way we move on is we've ended the combat round. We've done all of that stuff. Now we move on to the end of the round. If Wrench's Beer Goat is on the objective space, we win! The objective space is one. So we got to get all the way over here. So we go back to the start of the round. Hero abilities each lose one cooldown marker. So everything that's on cooldown loses one cooldown marker.
Yay, I take off some cooldown markers.
Folks, if it's never on cooldown, then it was like it was always on cooldown.
So when we've demoed this game for people, we see this weird phenomenon where people are like, "Oh, but I don't want to use that because then it'll be on cooldown." Well, it's like you're making it cooldown infinite. So anyway,
yeah.
All right, where was I? Okay, hero abilities all on cooldown. Lose one cooldown. Then NPCs roll their scheme die. Hey, look, NPCs. So these are the special scheme dice. We just huck them into the air and then set them on their symbols. So if a firebomb arsonist shows up, he's going to do this thing. And if a troll brute shows up, he's going to do that thing. And we'll get to that later. Pookie is an NPC, so I go ahead and roll for Pookie as well right now. So I know that Pookie is going to... Oi, it's only a rabbit with big sharp pointy teeth! So he's going to take a bite out of somebody later. Then we create the initiative bag. So everything in play, which is just this bandit, goes into the initiative bag, and so do our heroes.
So do we.
Hey.
And we shuffle that up. And then we move on to the combat round. So the first thing that happens is Wrench's Beer Goat goes first. So it's going to move 1, 2, 3 spaces and land on this red key.
And it's going to poop out some fire.
Fire! Notice I cleverly placed myself on this side of the fire rather than in the fire.
Sam, what does the red key do?
Well, red keys open red doors. So we clear off these doors and reveal some new bad guys that we have to fight. So I just grab one of these. All right, so bandit number 1. Copy, paste. And troll number 3. Copy, paste. And since they haven't had their initiative token drawn from the bag yet, we have to add them to the bag. So that troll's
One of
going to
them
get a shot at us.
Yeah, Troll's gonna act now too.
All right, so let's see who's going first. I'm going to get this out of the way. So we shuffle up this bag, and we draw a token, and it's going to be Fiona activating first. How convenient.
Okay. Fiona's gonna stay out of the fire.
That is why.
And she's gonna, let's see. Target, I could get rid of this and range 3. Nope, that doesn't work. I was seeing if I could take my shenanigan off cooldown and use it to pull a guy, but actually no dudes are close enough for me to do that. So I'm going to have to move first. So I'm going to use Let's Get Into the Action, which is move 5. So
just base moves 5 because the warrior.
I'm going to go 1, 2 because jumping over the table costs me an extra movement.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Excellent.
Does anybody need this spot? I think it's me who needs this spot.
I think you having that spot is fine.
Great.
Get it.
All right, so now I am going to punch. Wait, is this? Oh, this is number 5. Okay, he's on 6. Go with that. Good. I'm just gonna punch that guy with my. Let's see. Punch that guy with my normal. Oh, wait,
Punching
splash.
the troll?
I think I should punch the troll. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna punch the troll. Okay, I'm going to punch the troll with the momentum die, with this ability right here.
Give it some follow through. Melee attack.
Give it some follow through.
2 dice and splash 1.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, you'll notice that this actually has a momentum die, a momentum symbol on it. Well, one of the rules to make sure you just can't get that all the time is you can't add momentum dice if your roll includes momentum dice. Sorry. So, one of the few instances of no, you can't in this
Crying
game.
shame.
But anyway, I do 6 damage to the troll,
4, 5,
and then my
6.
splash 1 means that both bandits each take 1. Did somebody just do that? Yes, somebody did that. That was 2 actions. My shenanigan is on cooldown, so I am done.
All right. Next up, we have Deirdre.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Where am I at? I'm right there. Action's over there.
D-Mystic asks, how many of Dimley's great-grandfather's helmets are in this game, though? I think 1. I don't remember, Sam. Do we have one in here?
Upgrades.
Yes! So...
One
So
for every scenario in the game.
No.
No, it's one with a better version, but that's all you need if it's Dimley's great grandfather's helmet. Come on.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's real good. Goodness, what do I do?
Deirdre. Deirdre's kind of blocked by fire.
I know, there's so much.
I mean, she could walk through you. Or leap over the fire casually, because a lot of...
You could also just
leap.
You could also just take a step and punch the guy.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah,
Go
that's not terrible. I might... Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna accidentally... There we go.
I think maybe you should have taken my spot. That's a bummer.
Alack. Oh well. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna leap there.
Yeah, use your celestial wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, 1 damage to bandit number 5.
1 damage. And you can push him, but there's nowhere he could legally go.
Right. If I pushed him, he would hit the wall or another figure, and his movement would stop immediately. So alack.
Yes, it is unfortunate. If you were GOG, however, and you had the correct build, however, you could play racquetball with yourself using the bad guys.
Part of me wants to just take level 1 dog through the scenario by himself and have fun.
So much displacement bonuses.
Yeah, spoilers, everybody. GOG is very good at making bad guys go where he wants them to go. And it's extremely fun to play. So that's my action. And now... Goodness, I just leap somewhere like a jerk? Like a beautiful goddess-fearing jerk?
That seems like, I don't know. Seems kind of cool, honestly.
Seems kind of cool. Seems like I could do it.
Glorious, even.
So, yeah, I'll do that. I will spend another goddess does not hesitate. And leap 3. Probably just get right here.
All right. Who would you like to give that shield token to?
Keep it.
I mean, it's got to be near Fiona, because that's the range.
It could be the goat.
That's true. It could be the goat.
It could be the goat, but the goat's fine.
The goat's got 1,000,000 hit points.
Goat's got 1,000,000 hit, but nobody's targeted the goat yet. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's not a fail condition if the goat dies. It's a fail condition if the goat dies. But that, and then my last action is just going to be I'm going to pew pew a guy.
Pew pew.
I'm going to do my basic attack.
Which guy?
Probably just the troll.
Troll.
Pew pew the troll.
Troll takes 1 and gets that. Nice.
Good.
It was very good. Excellent. All right, and my turn over.
Who we got next? The bandits.
Bandits.
So, the way a bad guy does their thing is they follow their scheme. In this case, the drunk bandits are going to, I'll get them adventurers.
Oh, yeah, adventurers.
So he's going to try and move 4 spaces closer to a hero, stopping when adjacent, because you can't be closer to a hero. No space is closer to a hero than the one adjacent to them. And then perform a melee attack if able. They're going to activate in ascending initiative order. So number 1 goes first, and is just going
Sam,
Yes?
Am I correct that this is not an actual spot on the board?
Correct. This is not a space.
Yeah, okay.
So
right.
He's going to
where
go
the hexes are.
1, 2, 3 spaces. And that
Punch
is adjacent to Fiona. And he doesn't stop in either of these spaces because he can't occupy the same space as one of his other buddies. And he couldn't go this way because Deirdre stops his movement. So
Deirdre's in the way.
Around the long way and punches Fiona for 2 damage.
Punches Fiona for 2. Well, fortunately, I have a shield that prevents 2 damage. So
excellent.
There it goes.
Da-da-da. Now that
Fiona no-sells it.
Sometimes you want to use damage reduction effects to prevent your opponent's harm effects.
Yep.
All right, and then number 5 takes its turn, and look, it's in the fire.
Look, he's in the fire.
And a figure suffers 3 damage when they start their turn on this space. So 3 damage defeats him.
Yeah. So Jen, after I encouraged you to walk over and punch the guy, like about a minute later, I'm like, oh wait, he's gonna die anyway. So sorry, that's on me.
Yeah, such is life.
It'll be fine. And that was all the drunken bandits. So now it's me and Pookie. I wish I could pull this troll through Fiona and into the flames. But we'll just do it the other way. So leap 2, range 4, pull 3. Everyone's in the way. I gotta take care of this guy. Or maybe, okay.
Kaze54 says, hoping one of the scenarios will pit you against Murgath. Would love a true boss battle with that powerhouse. Well, so what I can tell you is, no, there isn't a scenario for that, but there's a couple of scenarios that are pretty close to what you're talking about.
Yes.
So don't worry. Don't worry, you'll see.
Faces, what are familiar? Speaking of familiars, Pookie. Oi, it's only a rabbit with big, sharp, pointy teeth. Pookie leaps 2, and then at range 4 pulls 3. So he leaps just. Let's put him by the. How many hit points does this guy have? He has 5. Okay, we'll put him here. He's going to target the bandit and pull the bandit over. So 1 space, 2 space. Hey, thanks for clearing all the fire, bandit.
So again,
Lag spike.
Pull works like push. You can go in directions, but they all have to be closer than they were before. So
to 2 spaces away to the last space away. So I couldn't have him go all the way out to here and then come around. And then Pookie doesn't get to attack because there's nothing to attack anymore. Sad Pookie. And then Zot. What am I going to do? Can I one-shot this troll? I don't think I can one-shot this troll. That would require a monumental feat of power. So instead, we're just going to use our. We enjoy our grand entrances to teleport myself 5 spaces, which is the same as leaping. So I'm going to go ahead and stick myself right here and get myself some damage boost tokens because those are useful to have. And then I'm going to just entrances. Perform this.
I forgot the title of this card. That's good.
You didn't forget the title. I've changed the title to a better one.
Okay, good.
And then I'm just going to do a normal little attack against the troll guy. Oh, well, 2 damage.
2.
Speaking
of troll guy,
for later.
Speaking of troll guy, there's only 1 initiative pog left in the bag.
Yeah, I bet you that's the troll. It is!
Hey, look, it's the troll.
Okay, so some bad guys roll a die to determine what they're going to do, because they have more complex scheme options available to them. So the trolls, a 1 troll army, is going to move 4 closer to Wrench's beer goat. Note that it specifies the beer goat, not a hero. So he's going to step 1, 2, 3. Hey, he's next to the beer goat. And then he's going to attack all adjacent heroes for 3 damage. That includes
the
beer goat.
Right. And I totally forgot that, the fireplace doesn't count as a trap. You have to start your turn in it to take damage. So, I totally forgot that rule too. It's been a while since I played this demo scenario. Just Twitch, just bear with me. It's been like a year and a half since I last played this scenario. So.
All right.
Yeah, okay, so that means the beer goat takes 3 and I take 3, and I have nothing to mitigate that.
Could burn this die.
No, I'm actually okay with losing for now.
All right.
So,
and that's the end of the round. So,
yay!
Is Wrench's beer goat on the objective? No, we don't win yet.
Nope. Keep going.
Not yet.
Any questions from the group?
Nope.
No,
looks like
okay.
They're politely paying attention.
Aw, they're sucking it all in through their eye holes.
Feel free to keep going with the questions, but what you're seeing is, it's the game so far.
All right. So, heroes, cooldowns.
Cooldowns.
Very important for Zot because Zot is always on cooldowns.
Cooldowns.
And then the NPCs roll their schemes. So that's these 2 guys. Whee! Oh, still doing that thing.
Same as last time.
Okay. And Pookie. What's Pookie doing? Rampage? Rampage.
He's on a rampage.
No. All right. These dice are not to scale, by the way. Nothing here is necessarily to scale. If it wasn't
we're on
clear at the
tabletop.
start of the stream.
Yeah, a lot of the components in this TSIM mod are sized to make it as convenient as we can for TSIM play.
Yes. And you'll notice that icons are a little generic. I mean, there's a nice piece of artwork back here, but we've got
it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Yep. Right now we're trying to make the gameplay good, and all of the polish and the pretty will come soon.
Okay. What What I think Jen said, Jen, you were totally robot. What I think Jen said is that this, we're working through playtesting. This is getting a lot of playtest love right now, and then the components will come soon.
Yes, the bones first, beauty second.
All right, 1, 2, 3 new spaces, and once again, Zot is on the good side of the fire. Ugh. And you'll notice
it's like Zot's played this before.
Or I'm paying attention to the bright yellow line. So more fire, and the beer goat landed on a yellow key, and yellow keys...
Sam, what does the yellow key do?
They open yellow doors!
Oh my god, there's another murder closet.
Alright. Wait, that's not the right guy.
That's not the thing we want.
That's not the thing we want. There's the thing we want.
I thought we had some of those. Ah, there he is.
Alright, so there is a firebomb arsonist over here. Oh, we forgot.
That's this guy that we haven't seen yet.
But we'll just go ahead and drop those all in there.
Yep.
And 2 more drunken bandits.
1 and...
Dude.
Who's the other one?
5.
1
I think
and
I
5.
keep pulling the same ones, which is fine.
Okay. Now we have more dudes.
More kinds of bad guys.
More
types
of dudes.
More types of dudes. And the more types of dudes there are, the more likely they'll go first.
Yep.
What do we got? The bandits.
Bandits.
Oh no.
All right. So
get them adventurers.
So this bandit can go 3 spaces and attack this goat, or go 2 spaces and attack Deirdre. When you have a choice like this, the bad guys are lazy, so they will take the shortest route possible. So in that case, they're going to come after, oh lord, everything. There we go.
Laggy.
This guy's going to come over and punch Deirdre in the face. For 2!
My face!
Your shields!
Your shielded face!
My shields! My shielded face! I spend that shield and I ignore that 2 damage.
Excellent. Now
just as perfect as ever.
This guy can go 1, 2, 3, 4 and attack the goat, or 4 and attack me, but bad guys also don't try to hurt themselves. So he's not going to go stand on this very tempting burning square and instead just go punch the goat. 1, 2,
oh, come on, guy.
4.
Nope.
He guessed he could have technically also gone here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, no, he couldn't have because of the table. All right, so punches the goat for 2. Oh no, it's only got 20 health left.
Oh no, the beer goat is getting punched.
20 health.
Beer goat, we hardly knew you.
That thing is getting away with our booze. Stop him. So
that used to be one of the abilities on the Drunken Bandits. Hey,
as y'all can see, it's a very grim, dark mood.
Very grim, dark.
This game. Just, you're gonna get through this game, and you're gonna be like, man, I don't know what life is about anymore.
This
life is only.
I needed some comedic
relief. Deirdre, what are you punching or
what am I punching? Let's
pushing into fire.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, I think now's a great time to Celestial Wings. So I will leap here.
Oh, yeah. That's a perfect spot for that.
Oh my goodness!
And
this poor fellow.
And I'm gonna deal him 1 damage, and that's gonna be sad for him, but not as sad as getting pushed into some fire.
Whoosh.
So wait, doesn't it count on this guy too?
Yeah, he'll get pushed as well.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but he kind of gets pushed here.
So
that's number 1.
Number 1
takes 4 damage.
One for the damage, and then 3 more for the fire.
Yep.
And then this guy.
Yep, and then
1.
Red guy. Yep, and then he gets pushed into the corner.
To the corner with
because he's not baby, so he gets pushed in the corner.
So, important point, when you have a multi-target ability, either because it says multi-target or because it has that red hex thing like Deirdre's ability, you still only roll once. You don't. It's not like Gloomhaven where you flip a card for every single target. It's just you roll once. That's how much damage it does to everybody. Simple, easy, clean.
What would you like to do?
Yeah.
Goodness. Yeah, I think I'm going to be really unfair to that one.
That poor guy.
And I'm going to hit him with my standard Divine Strike for one damage, and then push him into this fire.
Excellent.
Which
Deirdre's
ends his sordid
pushy.
existence. Yep.
Deirdre's all pushy today.
Yep, just... But except it really works, and it's very bad. And that is my turn.
All right. Who we got next? We've got the troll.
Oh, man.
Oh,
okay.
This is bad for Zotz. This is bad for our happy-go-lucky wizard.
That's true. Because remember, the troll doesn't just, if he just said, melee attack, then he would punch Fiona, and it would be great because Fiona's a tank and can deal with it. But as it is, he moves to the beer goat according to his scheme.
Yeah. You'll notice that the troll and the firebomber are more focused on the actual thing. So, moves 4 over to the beer goat, and then smacks all of us. Pookie is immune to damage, and nothing can ever attack, nor target or focus him, because it's Pookie. And even the bad guys know not to mess with Pookie if possible. When they can also
just kind of a...
when they could instead just beat up the squishy wizard. So, the squishy wizard, I'm going to... I could take the 3 damage, it's fine. 1, 2, 3 to my face, and then 3 to the goat.
3 to the beer goat.
2, 3. Alright, that's the troll. And not the firebomber. Yay, not the firebomber.
Not the firebomber.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to deal with the firebomber.
Yeah, we're going to need the firebomber to actually take a turn and join the action here.
1, 2, 3.
Oh dear.
4, 5. You know what? I think Pookie's just going to go first and go 1, 2, 3 spaces, and he's going to end his movement on top of, or underneath, sharing the space with this bandit over here. Because Pookie's on a rampage.
Pookie can share spaces with things. This is not a normal thing that other stuff can do.
He's small. So Pookie moves some 5 spaces, and then for each thing he moved through, that thing suffers 1 point of damage. Each enemy. So the beer goat doesn't take any damage, but the troll loses 1 hit point, and the bandit loses 1. So 1 to the troll, 1 to the bandit, and then Zot considers what options he has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, he's so far away. All right. Well, we're going to.
Damn it, pushy Deirdre.
we're
Sorry.
We'll just abuse range mechanics in this game, and of course, lightning arcs around corners. I make a range 5 attack, and then I can target all enemies I draw the attack through. So I'm going to shoot.
Sounds safe.
I'm going to start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to, flex on the arsonist over here.
Just make him a little scared.
So I'm targeting the troll and the bandit for 1 die. And hey, look, I'm going to take this because my attack affects multiple targets. So, stacking bonus damage when you got an AoE is good plan.
Nice.
Hey.
Good job, Zot.
Why not throw my 2 damage into that, which happens to be 6 for the troll and overkill for the bandit.
Nice.
That's some good lightning there, Zot.
It is some good lightning.
Okay, so you're not done yet.
I'm going to use my potion, a shot of potency. So I spend a charge, and I invigorate 3. And there's a little tooltip that says I can remove 3 cooldown markers from my abilities. From any combination of my abilities. So 1, 2, and a 3. And then my last action is meditating, because I'll remove 2 more, and Zot did the thing, and we're good to go.
Okay, so do I have to walk over to the guy, or does the guy walk over to me? Okay, the guy walks over to me.
Well, walks over to the beer goat. Leap 2 close
Beer
to
goat.
Wrench's beer goat.
Yeah, leap 2 close to the beer goat.
1, 2. There we go. 1, 2.
2.
And then perform a range 2 attack for 4 damage.
Well, he does still pick the lazy
Deirdre.
path.
Who happens to be
So
right
Deirdre,
next to him.
Deirdre's closest.
Deirdre,
4
you're about
damage?
to learn that nothing burns like ventures.
Gah!
Did you? Was that? I saw you clicking. Did you just take the 4?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oof.
Okie doke.
Owies. All right.
He's gonna regret that.
Ah, D Mystic got the 2 reference.
Oh yes.
So.
Fiona.
Wait. Hey, look, it's me. I'm last. I need to go over to a thing and punch a thing. There's only one thing to punch. It has quite a lot of hit points, actually.
Yeah.
This is on cooldown. I guess I just wait. Range 3. I cannot use this to pull the guy closer, so I'm just going to use my move 5 Kajigger. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Convenience.
So I stay out of the.
It's
Sorry?
bad news when Fiona's dancing on the table.
Sure. Hey Deirdre, does your life suck if I'm here? I think we're fine.
I think I'm fine. I think it's all
Okay.
good. I think punch this guy.
Okay, so that was one action. My other action is which punch? I'm gonna do this. You think I wear all this armor just for defense? So I'm smashing someone with like my shield or my armor or whatever. So I get a 2-die attack, and if I do the attack, I can heal myself for 1.
Woo.
So this goes away. I'm gonna just roll these 2 dice here right next to me. I'm gonna try to select these 2 dice and instead pick up my heart Kajigger. Okay, roll the dice. There we go. Ooh, laggy. Okay. 2 damage and a momentum die. 2 on this guy. And then I heal 1 from this thing. And I forgot to put down my 2 cooldown markers first. You gotta remember to do that first. I think Sam, we gotta talk about card design. I think I might want that to be like nearer to the top of the card, so that everybody just so that when you scan down like that, it reminds you. No, seriously, do this first, because if you try to do it last, you'll forget. Which I have many times, by the way. So, okay, there's that cooldown, and I heal myself for 1, and that was 2 actions. Am I shenaniganing? No, all I could do is pull the guy, and I can't pull him any closer than he already is. So I forego my shenanigan for this turn and am done.
All right.
End of round.
It hasn't left yet, so we still get we haven't won yet, guys. Why are there still bad guys around? Jeez. All right. Start of the round. Hero abilities, cooldowns. Hey, look, all of my abilities come off of cooldown. It's like I planned it that way.
Oh, look at that. Show you're so
right
clever.
Before going into the next room. Oh.
What?
Shh, metagame.
NPC scheme dice. Pookie rolls his scheme.
Uh-oh, he's doing something scary. Oh, he's doing something scary too. Oh, that's really bad.
Yep. Pookie, what's Pookie doing?
Pookie is... Oi, it's only a rabbit. He's going to do the leapy pulley thing.
It's pretty good, actually.
All right.
But wait.
Red guy in the sack, us in the bag.
The roll scheme dice initiative bag, and look!
First.
Oh my god, what does the goat do with this door in the way?
He smashes through the doors, which reveals the next room and populates it with bad guys.
Oh my god, more bad guys. How will we ever cope?
With swords. We're just gonna sneak those guys out there. Pookie's on the wrong side of the fire.
This game brought to you by swords.
And fire.
Swords
The
and
best solution since basically forever.
Solve it with stabbing. Right, and there's the troll, so we get a blue guy and the bandit token. Oh, Jen exploded. She'll be back soon.
Yeah, we just lost Jen again.
All right, Bandit 2, Bandit 7, Bandit 6, and Troll 3 again. Copy, paste. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Shuffle, 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 and...
Jen, can you turn your camera back on? It's... Yeah, there it is. Gotcha.
Yeah. Cool.
Hey, all right.
Red Bomber guy.
Red Bomber. All right.
Okay, Red Bomber is scary right now.
Some goblins just want to see the world burn. Leap 3 closer to Wrench's Beer Goat. Attack targeting all adjacent heroes for 3 damage. So 1, 2... Uh-oh. Everything's on fire this way. So what happens when everything's on fire that way? Well, then he goes the long way around. So he's going to leap over Fiona and myself. Well, actually can't end myself because then he would end there. So he's just going to go over Fiona. 1, 2, 3. That would be on fire. Yep, over Fiona and then onto this table. Because eventually he gets to the beer goat.
Hang on, isn't the table 4 away?
He's leaping.
Oh, leap. He's leaping. Yeah. It doesn't count if he's leaping. Right.
So he vaults over our heroes and beats on the wizard. Because I am the only hero in range. Ouch. So
Ow.
I take 3. Not him. I do. Oh no, I've got 1 hit point left. Whatever.
1 hit point? No.
Ah. All right, that's that guy. Next up,
hey, Fiona. Okay. All right, it's Fiona time.
Fiona time.
All right. So, geez, do I just go after Mr. Red? Let's see. Beer Goat is at 17. Let's see.
I can deal with Mr. Red.
Okay. Well, the problem is I don't have a leap. So it might actually be better for me to deal with Mr. Red and you to go deal with Mr. Everyone else. Except you're about to...
Yeah, I've got an entire wounded side of my board.
About to get wounded. Okay, if I move 5, let me do this math. If I move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I end up here, and then I could punch a guy and even pull a guy. Oh yeah, that's totally better.
Yeah.
Oh, except I can't get to here. This is a... Why? Yeah, I go through you.
Yeah.
I go through you.
No, I do.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I skirt the fire and I end up right here. So that was action number 1. Action number 2... I don't have a multi-attack, do I? Nope. Okay. Action number 2 is this shenanigan. A shenanigan is 2 cooldowns on this, and I pull this dude here.
3 damage.
Poof. 3 damage on the troll.
Take care of this stuff up here.
So that's my shenanigan, and then my second action is going to be punching, always punching. ABP, always be punching. Is there a momentum? There's a momentum die. So, yeah. I think I'm gonna go after the smaller dude.
Yeah.
Play it a little bit. Oh wait, this has move. No, I don't want to move. So I just need to do this action.
Yep.
And I'll do my 2 dice, and I'll take the momentum die. Do I take the momentum die? I have 3 of these.
You you'll probably do it. Maybe.
I'm gonna leave. No, I'm gonna take the momentum die.
Yeah, do it. More dice, more fun.
I'm gonna hit number 6 here for all of this, and we're gonna make him go away. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then what the heck? 5 and 6.
And he goes away.
And this guy goes away.
All right. I like it.
That
Number
was
6.
That was 2 actions and a shenanigan. So yeah, I am done.
All right. And in a good position to, draw the aggro. Oh,
Yep.
wait. So, this guy.
Speaking of drawing aggro.
1, 2, 3. Attacks the goat. Note that he
He can
doesn't
only move.
understand that he should stand on the yellow.
Hang on. Doesn't this guy want to... Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yep.
Correct.
2
so,
on
so
the...
Jeff was like, but if he's on the table here, then he could just walk to this space too. But the tables might be littered with clutter. So even though this looks like one long table, it costs the extra movement for each space that you're moving.
For both step. Yeah.
So the goat takes the 2. Ow. 2 to the goat. And then could go 1, 2, or 1, 2. So this.
So Sam,
is
what
one of
happens
those
when there's a
times
tie?
When there is a tie, so the players decide. It's thematically, it's Fiona basically saying, "Hey, I bet you can't walk over to me." Would you like him to walk over to you, or stand on the table and punch the goat?
No, come over to me.
Comes over to Fiona and punch Fiona, or punch the goat.
Punch the goat, I think.
All right, goat takes 2. 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Then the troll goes. Get off your arse and fight, you drunken gits. The nearest allied figure takes a free bonus turn following their movement scheme, or in this case, their only scheme. So that's going to be either Bandit 2 or Bandit 7, because fortunately this guy's too far away.
So basically, one of these guys is going to punch something for 2 again, right?
Yes.
Wait, the whole scheme? Oh, no, it actually moves. Oh, right, but it wouldn't do anything because it's already moved as close as it can. Yeah.
So you want to take this hit, or should the goat take it?
I'm going to take this hit for 2.
All right. Taking one for the goat.
You want for the goat team?
Deirdre.
All right. Swag. Well, I think I'm gonna use my final Goddess Does Not Hesitate charge.
Yeah.
And
all right.
Who's gonna get a shield token? Because I like Zod, and I want him to live. And then I'm gonna do I'm a Beacon of Hope and burst attack.
Yay!
That's gonna be 2 yellow dice, and as a harm effect, I'm gonna give some
the first
additional.
Crit of the game.
Oh, we haven't had any crits until now. What's a crit, Sam?
A crit is a cumulative exploding die, so this die will roll again and add to all previous results from this specific die. So it's
right.
3
So
damage,
right now we're at 3 damage.
4 damage. 5.
5.
Excellent. So 5 damage to Red Bomber.
Yep.
And I get a shield token. Yay! You quintupled my health.
So there you go.
Mostly.
It's good times. What can I say? And I think I'm gonna punch him again because I don't like him.
Yeah, it seems fair.
Just gonna do my usual simple divine strike.
Ooh.
Hey.
You're good at doing that. You're good at doing that poke and inspire today.
Can you push him to this space?
I sure can.
Yes.
Pushed.
And 1 damage to his
There you go,
fangs.
friend. Yeah.
All right.
That's my turn.
And bringing up the rear, it's Zot. Finally activating. And clipping through all of the pogs. Oh,
Yep.
up, and ping's coming.
Tabletop
back down.
Simulator.
Okay. All right, we're in the happy hundreds. So, Pookie, I'm going to have you go first because I have plans. Pookie's going to leap 2, and then at a range of 4, pull 3, and then perform a melee attack. So, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then at a range of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, pull 3. 1, 2, 3. Blah.
Oh, right. That is legal, right? Because he pulls and then pulls and yeah. Sweet.
Oh, actually, he died on the first one, so never mind. This fire.
Oh, he was only at 3? Yeah, then that fire still stays.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
there's still a hazard on the board.
Yep.
Okay, and then I'm going to have a grand entrance, because of course, wizards arriving precisely on time. So I leap 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, right, because leap. Don't care about the table when you're
Or
leaping.
the fire.
Or the fire.
I get 2 damage boost tokens. And then why not put everything on cooldown? Because of course lightning arcs around beer goats and Fiona. So I'm going to throw this lightning bolt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces and tell Fiona to duck.
9 out of 10 wizards agree. Lightning is perfectly safe.
All right, crit.
1, 2.
So 2, 5.
3, 4, 5.
6.
Nice. 6
And
6 is helpful.
We just vaporized some bandits here.
I concur.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the big guy. And then I don't really have much by way of shenanigans. I should have moved myself adjacent to Fiona. I would have been more helpful to her.
Whatevs.
That's fine.
I think we're good. Didn't you just spin that sword?
I did.
You just
spin that sword.
This sword.
Yeah.
Okay. End of round. We're not in the
End of
objective
round.
space yet, so we don't win yet.
But we're really darn close to it.
Back to the beginning. Cooldowns.
Alright, NPCs roll their schemes. Even though it's just the troll. Oh, he doesn't have anyone to boss around anymore. It's okay, he'll just default to doing his other thing.
This other thing.
Alright, so troll in the bag, Zot in the bag, Deirdre in the bag, Fiona in the bag. The goat goes first and is like, hey guys, don't die.
So if we make it to the end of this round, we win.
Alright. And the troll, of course, goes first.
Nice.
And clips into the bag. Alright. There we go. Alright, so the nearest allied
2,
figure
3,
takes
4.
their free bonus turn following their movement scheme. If there's no other allied figures, perform I'm a one troll army instead. So he's going to step 4 spaces. Can he get
He
to
can
the goat?
make it. Can make it around.
1, 2. Yes, because he can just walk.
Yeah, he can go
through.
around the table.
1, 2, 3, 4, and smash the goat and the wizard. Man, I gotta stop standing next to this goat. 2.
2.
There we go. I'll reduce it by 4 and not take the damage. The goat takes the 3.
And goat takes 3.
3. And that's him.
That's that.
And then we all race to see who gets to take out the
Right.
the
And then
troll.
I'm seriously thinking of walking through the fire so that I can move
like
5.
A cool dude.
No, I'm gonna just move. Oh wait,
You could just
range. Wow. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I could step in the fire and then pull him twice through the fire and then punch him.
Yes.
Like that would be like the
Worth
put on
it.
the shades, and walk off in slow motion. Like, okay,
Yeah.
we're doing it. We're doing it.
Okay.
Oh, you'll be
first
one action short because you have to step to.
action shenanigan. What?
Oh,
What do you
never
mean?
mind. Right, you just drag him over to you.
Oh, but this is I have to take this off cooldown though, so I have to do this first. 1, 2. Oh, it's so it almost works.
But it's cool.
It almost works. I wouldn't get to punch him because then Zot would have to punch him.
Yeah, or Deirdre.
Yeah, and you can't use your damage boost on any of these attacks.
Okay, so I'm gonna not be clever. I'm gonna actually just move 5 and go 1, 2, 3, 4 and go over to here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna punch. Then I'm gonna punch with this.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll the 2 dice and I'm gonna play it safe.
Or a cool
1, 2,
tactical
3.
idea. Away,
I'm gonna go
like
4 with this thing. So 4, and we get an inspiration die, and that was 2 actions, and my shenanigan is on cooldown. So I'm sad. Go.
Is it Zod or is it Deirdre? Deirdre!
Whew, I actually have a ways to go to get to that guy.
He's a little ways away.
Let's see here.
Oh man. Is Zod gonna get the thing?
Zot get the takedown.
I think Zod does get the takedown.
I'm not sure Deirdre can get over there. We took all the good spots.
Yeah, I don't think I can. See here. I can. Let's see. I can move 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do. Yeah,
You can
I can.
You could move and then celestial wings if you land in the fire.
No, because the leap 2 will just get her to there.
Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Aww.
Yep.
Yeah. So I could take the fire twice and do it. Which, frankly, Fiona, I'm going to show you how it's done.
Wait, so you can actually do this?
I think so. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, but then you still
Nope,
don't
I
end
can't.
up.
Yeah. As we hem and haw over defeating the last guy on the map.
Right. So here's the thing. Right, we're doing
right.
we're doing the last sort of cleanup. You know, we're gonna win it.
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Save the day.
Yeah. No, I'm over here and call my turn over, and then Fiona's going to win it. Or, sorry, Zot.
Zot's gonna win it.
Zot. Oh, I didn't roll for Pookie. What's Pookie doing?
Well, now you have.
Well, now I have, and Pookie claims the day. 1, 2, and then pulls the troll into the flames.
Gunfire.
Good job, Pookie.
And of course basks in the flames himself, because Pookie doesn't set off traps either.
Because Pookie don't care. Yeah.
Pookie is the true sunglasses on.
Yes.
Cool guy winner.
He's so cool that his
the real action hero.
So that's it. That's the demo scenario of Tales. We've got a whole bunch of other real scenarios that scale up both in complexity and difficulty as well. And yeah, you get to wander around a board and roll dice and punch things, and it's very cathartic and very fun. And yeah, we hope
quite excited about how the game's shaping up. Yeah,
we hope a lot that you like it. Sam, what should people do if they're watching now and they're like, "Oh my god, I have to do more of this and learn more about this"?
They should sign up on our playtest sign-up form, and then I will invite them to the playtest group either after this call or tomorrow morning.
So, Wrench's Little Helper just a few minutes ago, that was a little further ago. If you scroll up in the chat, Wrench's Little Helper just put the form in there. If you would like to try this, if you'd like to be involved in playtesting the actual game, spoiler alert, that's the actual game, so you will get spoilers, but you'll get to play the game, and it's loads of fun. So, and yes, Wrench's Little Helper also put in the link. So if you don't want to T-Sim it up right now yourself, you can also join the mailing list. We have a specific mailing list just for news about this product. So yeah, we do plan to launch it on Kickstarter. We're not sure exactly when yet. Probably in the next 6 to 12 months. But we are, this is a work in progress, and we're still figuring it out. Who's got questions, comments, things to say in the chat?
I'm going to be right back, folks.
Okay.
Okay.
Nobody?
All right.
Wow. Who's got questions? I guess we answered.
Hot over here in California.
It is.
I think we're clocking.
So I guess people clocking in at what?
We're clocking in at 105 degrees today.
Wait, really?
Yeah. It's
wow. We're at just a mere 81 in Oakland. So wait. 81. Mere 81. So wait, a couple days ago it hit 90 here in Oakland. How hot was it in Tracy?
5 days out of last week were three figures.
We're over 100 day.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So those of you who so I live in Oakland. Sam lives about an hour away, but it's an hour away over a small. It's wrong to call it a mountain range, a small hill range, and the weather is totally different just an hour in that direction. So.
Are there any RDI villains already integrated into some scenarios?
Yes.
Yes. I was going to say we're not telling you, but then that's telling you. So, yes. Which ones? You'll have to find out.
Yeah, we're not. So yes, but we're not giving more information than that right now. Already going all in looks great. Thank you very much. We'll keep you posted about this. Yeah, we are super stoked about this project. Around 17 scenarios. So, Kaze says, I think I remember Jeff saying around 17 scenarios previously. Will boards be double-sided to reduce the space? So, short answer is we're not 100% sure on the number of scenarios yet that will be in the box, but it's going to be a pretty good amount of content. It's going to be something that you and your friends can really sink your teeth into over the course of many play sessions. Will boards be double-sided to reduce the space? We don't know yet. The boards, first of all, they're probably not going to be like actual full cardstock boards like you see in a board game, because obviously you couldn't put
25
10 or 15 or 20 or whatever of those into a box. It wouldn't work. We are that's an active area of research of looking into how we can actually do that many boards in a way that doesn't make the box gigantic and weigh 50 pounds. So
we are looking at trying to have it be boards or maps or something like that, rather than tiles that have to tessellate into one another to build out your dungeon. Right. We're avoiding that because we want to have big art piece and more of that open up and play.
Yeah. Make things a little bit more specific and shiny, and also much faster to set up.
Yeah, so
there's no stumbling through the box going like where's tile G1? Oh no.
Yeah, so we're looking into that. That, like I said, that is an active area of research on this product. Is it similar to a D&D campaign or a full tabletop game? I'm not sure exactly what you mean, Zabu Zane. The answer is kind of yes to both, right? It's a tabletop game where you're playing a game with mechanics like you just saw us play, but multiple maps over the course of a campaign. So if that doesn't answer your question, please be more specific. Can you post those minis to Facebook too? Jen, can we post those minis to Facebook too? Jen, are you still there?
She is. Give me some time.
Yeah. No, I do. No,
Like-
nobody says right now, but
Oh, of course. I'm just saying there's a lot of images for me to shift through and pick the good ones.
So we're gonna, don't worry. You'll be able to look at the minis in plenty of time between now and when you have to decide whether you want to shell out money for this game.
Yes.
Yeah. Who's got more questions? That's that. That. That we answered that one. We answered that one. Demystic says, but I love spending an hour looking for tile G1.
Denied.
Let's not. Sorry. Let's not look for G1.
Setup and teardown. Shorter setup and teardown is appreciated. We're making sure to stay very mindful of that, even though we're playing on Tabletop Simulator, when we can just kind of go click, 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 and yay, we're set up. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's still some fiddly, futzy around stuff, but I feel like there's going to be a very fast to the table. I'm playing this bundle of cards that I'm playing this and make some choices, start rolling dice,
start yelling.
Yeah,
that's different.
One of the big
start yelling.
One of the big goals is get people to running around a board and rolling dice, as seamlessly and quickly as possible, because that's the fun bit. Demystic says, I would buy it just for the RDI minis. The bonus of getting a game with them in it is pretty awesome too. So don't worry, you'll get a good game in the meantime. So keep an eye out. Expect us to, do more kind of stuff with this, either streams or minis leaks on Facebook or stuff like that. As you probably have noticed, we haven't actually done an official rollout or anything, because we're going to do that, later on when we're a little closer to knowing actually when the campaign is going to launch. Yeah. But the game is well underway. So we've been working on a game like this for the better part of 6 years. We've known for a long time that we wanted to do something with all these adventurers, but we had some stops and starts. We had some games. We designed entirely different games. We even had a couple of outside designers pitch dungeon crawl game ideas to us, and we just weren't feeling it. And this had multiple instances of throwing it all out and starting over. But this one, this is the one we like. So you'll hear more about us. We're well along in development. Mm-hmm. So you'll be hearing more from us about this over the next, like I said, 6 to 12 months is hopefully when we'll launch the Kickstarter. But we don't know for sure yet. Other questions? Let's see. How's-it54? Would you consider making an original character for this that could show up in RDI like Kronos and Battle for Greyport? We are considering that. It has not been decided, but we are considering such a thing. Mm-hmm. Would you consider adding more RDI characters over time as playable characters for Tales, for example, Kronos? Would we consider? Yeah, it would depend on a lot of things, including, of course, whether this product is successful. Mm-hmm. So, yep. Cool. Other comments, questions, ideas? What's everyone good?
Yeah.
It's like chat has settled.
Yeah.
So
we raised them, and now they have settled.
Yeah. So thanks for all the questions. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I guess it's time for us to sign off then. This is Tales from the Red Dragon Inn. We are Slugfest Games. And thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.